Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, we're going to do the last property of ism. Recall that there are four properties: status, number, gender, and type. We will proceed with the final property, that is type. Ism is divided into two types: definite, which is called معرفة, and indefinite, better known as nakira. Normally, a word is considered to be nakira. There are certain categories that make a word معرفة. Therefore, we need to study what makes an ism definite or otherwise. Just to elaborate on the difference between the two, definite refers to specific, while indefinite is for general usage. For example, if I say book, it is just a common term which could mean any book. But when I say the book, it means I'm referring to one particular book. So the book is specific. Similarly, Quran is the name of a unique book. Moving on to categories, the first one is proper names of place, person, thing, etc. Such as Makkatu as name of a specific place, Maryamu, which is name of a specific girl, and Qur'anu representing name of a specific book. Next we have words with al on them, which translates as the in Arabic. Kitabun is a book and al-kitabu is the book. Similarly, qalamun is a pen and al-qalamu is the pen. Note that adding al removes the tanween, and we have already studied in our previous video that the concept of light versus heavy doesn't apply to them. In our earlier lesson on flexibility, we learned there are two exceptions in which a partly flexible word becomes fully flexible. That is, they can take a kasra. One of these exceptions is al. For instance, masajidu is partly flexible. It will be masajidu in rafa status, masajida in nasab and jar. By adding al, we will have al-masajidu in rafa, al-masajida in nasab, and al-masajidi in jar. The next category is pointers. We will study these and the rest in more detail in our next video. For now, just to give examples, هذا means this, ذلك and tilka both mean that, while أولئك is used as pointer for those. Moving on to the category of al-asma al-mawsula, here are few examples to keep in mind. Alladhi, alladhina, ma, and man. Don't worry about the meanings just yet. Then we have the one being called. In Arabic, ya is a way used to call out someone's name, and the word after ya becomes proper as a result. For example, ya ghulamu, used to call out, oh boy. Ghulamu is common, but since it comes after ya, it is considered to be proper. Next we have pronouns which are used in place of nouns. These include huwa, hiya, and hum. In other words, he, she, and they respectively. Finally, if a word after of is proper, then the word before of also becomes proper. For example, Book of Allah, the word Allah here is present after of and is proper. So the word before of, which is book, and normally a common word, will also become proper. Another example is pen of Ali. Pen and Ali both are proper. One last thing to note is that al is not added to ma'rifa or specific ism. For instance, the proper name Usmanu. We cannot and do not say al-Usmanu. Similarly, in the example earlier, ya ghulamu. Since ghulamu comes after ya, making boy proper, now it cannot be ya al-ghulamu. That's it for today. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to email us and we'll try our best to respond. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.